nice day, guys! Are you ready for information on nucleic acids? Nucleic acids are biomolecules that play a role in the transmission of information that nucleic acids store, transmit, and help express hereditary information. In fact, they transmit the gene. Gene is an alternative name for features, or we can say gene is a unique code for certain features. For example, I have brown hair that came from my dad, and his features was passed on to me by the certain genes. Our nucleic acids are made up of several genes, and these genes are expressed and later result in cell or unique organism. There is only two nucleic acids that are found in the cell: DNA and RNA. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA stands for ribonucleic acids. Nucleic acids are produced in cell nucleus, or rather its nucleus. And second name of nucleic acids are polynucleotides. Poly means many. Nucleotides are monomers, or let's say building blocks of nucleic acids. Well, nucleotides have three parts. Let's start with 5-carbon sugar or pentose. They have two types of pentose. In DNA it's deoxyribose, but in RNA it's ribose. They have differences in second carbon. Now let's look at phosphate group. Both DNA and RNA have the same structure of this part. Now let's look at the bond between phosphate group and pentose. This bond calls glycosidic linkage. The third part of nucleotide is nitrogenous base. Actually, there are 5 nitrogenous bases in DNA and RNA both. But they all grouped into 2. For example, adenine and guanine are purines. Cytosine, uracil, and thymine are pyrimidines. Now you see pyrimidines. They have only one ring. And examples are thymine, uracil, and cytosine. And these are purines, and they have 2 rings. Examples are adenine and guanine. Let's repeat again. Nucleotide has phosphate group, pentose, and nitrogenous base. DNA is a 2-stranded molecule. It can't make a 2-strand because of its sugar structure. RNA can't make it properly because of hydroxyl group in its sugar. All nucleotides bind to each other thanks to glycosidic linkage. I've just said that RNA have only one strand and it has 5' and 3' ends. DNA is antiparallel molecule, which means its 2 strands are parallel, but their direction are different. To make 2 strands, we need bond between 2 nitrogenous bases, and this bond is hydrogen bond. One strand of DNA moves from 5' to 3' end. However, the second one moved from 3' end to 5' end. There is one problem with nitrogenous base. They will never bind to itself or uncomplementary one. This is because of distance limit. Purines, that is why binds with pyrimidines. If that was understandable, you can ask why adenine binds to thymine but not with cytosine. Well, Chargaff answered this question long ago, and he just counted number of nitrogenous bases on DNA. In the end, it turned out so that the number of adenine was equal to number of thymine and cytosine to guanine. So finally, I want to say that we should be grateful to scientists as Francis Crick, James Watson, Rosalind Franklin, Maurice Wilkins, and many others, because they are heroes of our science.